friends, thanks for joining me for a little series I call Modern Day Classics. These are pedals that have been around for a little bit, but they're sticking around. Let's take a look at today's. It's the Dunlop Echoplex Delay, and obviously that's patterned after and emulating an old tape delay, an EP3, I believe. So anyway, this pedal is stuck around for me. It's probably stuck around for a lot of folks. A lot of times people like to run this type of effect into an overdriven amp or an overdriven pedal. I'm just going to run it clean so you can hear the nature of the repeats today. One cool feature I really love about this pedal is the tap, remote tap jack. So that's a 1/4 inch mono out. I use that all the time. Also, the age knob affects the quote-unquote age of the tape. So it emulates that kind of, degradation over time of actual tape cartridge. So anyway, I use that. It adds some depth and character to the repeats. This pedal is really cool because your dry signal is always going through analog, and then the repeat signal has that preamp from the old Echoplex involved in it. So you're getting a really nice kind of treatment on your repeats. And a lot of people love that, the sound of that preamp. In fact, they make a preamp pedal that just has that sound, that kind of tonality and kind of EQ curve, I guess you could say. So anyway, let's dive right in. I'm running this into a clean sound, and here it is. So basic clean tone. Let's see what this pedal's like at its minimums. Okay, here's your mix knob, and it can go fully 100% wet too, which is really cool. All right, so we'll probably have kind of a slap type of sound here. So there's also sort of a chorusing effect, which is typical of an old tape delay as well, that's involved in this circuit. Really pleasing to the ears and really usable. Okay, let's look at the age knob while we're in this slap setting. Okay, so this is going to add some grit. It's going to add some warble, some overdrive of its own. So let's hear that real quick. So at that setting, which I believe is the minimal or the youngest age I have it set to, and we'll get into what that sounds like with more age, quote unquote age. Right now, it's basically making the effect more prominent, and it's giving a little bit of grit to it. So that's really nice. All right, let's look at a little bit longer delay setting here. Now let's take that age off. We'll raise the mix up. So there, I put it on a higher repeat setting, which is the sustain knob here. And then I raised the mix up and added age. And what you're getting is sort of this pitch drift. So you can hear this sort of effect on the tone. Let's look at a longer delay setting here. And let's add more age to the age knob. So it was set very low. We'll go about there. We'll lock that in. You do that by depressing that center button there. So let's see what we have. Pretty unpredictable in the right way, if you ask me. So you start to get sort of the haunting, echoey thing happening. Let's just keep this mix really high so we can hear everything that's going on. So now we're on the verge of regeneration and oscillation. Okay, let's stick with this concept, except we're going to raise the age up all the way. So raising that age up all the way really does add quite a boost of overdrive and preamp overdrive. And then also you're just hearing, all kinds of inconsistencies that would happen in a sort of a damaged tape. So let's try one more listen of that. Okay, now let's split the difference on that age value. So we'll just go halfway on our age value. We'll increase our mix, our sustain, and we'll have one more go at that type of sound. So you can get into all your spaceship noises if you want to. But a lot of the time, I would say that I probably live with this pedal something like that. And then, of course, the slap quality of this on a slap setting is really hard to beat. And that's you don't forget, as you engage that age, you're getting a lot of tape quality to that thing. So it's really full on the repeats. It's not heading into like super trebly oscillations like maybe some of the Memory Man type sounds will be eventually, kind of because of the filtering, starting to get pretty trebly. With a Strat and on an even glassier type sound, you can really get some of those 80s types of swell sounds. And man, super versatile pedal. Get out there and try it if you haven't. It's here to stay. Modern classic. Thanks.